Welcome all. A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who could take our time today to a thought provoking exploration into the intricate world of pharmacovigilance. I am Pooja Sood, your facilitator for today's webinar on the future of drug safety. In the dynamic landscape of life sciences, the vigilant monitoring of adverse events and the pursuit of best practices are paramount for patient safety and the success of clinical trials. Today, we embark on a journey with our industry experts, Tunir Das, Ananya Venugopal, and Kapil Pateria from Cloudbyz to unravel the challenges faced in pharmacovigilance and discover the strategic best practices that pave the way for more effective and streamlined processes. From addressing the underreporting of cases to navigating the complexities of data volume and causality assessment, we'll delve into the real-world challenges and unveil actionable solutions. Once again, welcome to an insightful exploration that promises to broaden our understanding and enhance our approach to ensuring the safety and success of medical interventions. Before we dive into our content, let's quickly go over some housekeeping items. This session will be recorded and all participants are on mute. If you have any questions, please drop in the Q&A section and we'll take that up in the Q&A round. Please ensure your devices are on silent mode, and if you encounter any technical issues, don't hesitate to inform us in the chat. A recording of this webinar will be posted on our website and will be emailed to all of you. Moving ahead to today's flow of the session, we'll cover a quick round of introductions and about Cloudbyz before delving into our topic and end the session with a product demo and Q&A with our experts. We value your time, so we'll be keeping a close eye on the clock to ensure we cover all the content within the allocated time frame. We encourage your participation by actively submitting your questions and engaging with our speakers during the Q&A round. We are here to create a dynamic and enriching learning environment for everyone. Moving on, let me introduce to our speaker panel for today. We first have Tunir Das. He is a pre-sales manager at Cloudbyz with around 8 years of work experience in the industry. Next, we have Ananya Venugopal. She's Associate Product Manager for Cloudbyz Safety and PV product with 3 years of work experience. And finally, we have our Safety and PV product expert, Kapil Pateria, with around 11 years of work experience. And I'm Pooja Sood, your host and coordinator for today. Now, let's take a quick introduction about Cloudbyz, who we are and what we do. Cloudbyz eClinical is one of the fastest growing unified clinical trial management solution in the market. We are 100% built on the Salesforce platform, which provides us with a unique advantage of being scalable, modular, and configurable for your business requirements and processes. Our unified eClinical solution helps customers across all sizes, right from Fortune 500 companies to agile and nimble startups, conduct clinical trials efficiently and bring life-saving therapies faster to market, which all leads to improving patient lives. Globally, we are present in 3 countries. We are headquartered in Chicago, USA, with our offices in Toronto, Canada, and offshore delivery center in Bengaluru, India. This offers us with the advantage of servicing a client across any geography and any time zone. Now, let me take you through our eClinical platform. Our flagship product, the CTMS, enables end-to-end project management of clinical trials. The CTBM is a financial and budget management tool. Moving over to ETMF, it is a document management tool, and the EDC, which is a data management tool. Finally, the highlight product of this webinar, the Safety and Pharmacovigilance product, manages clinical trial safety and post-marketing pharmacovigilance. In addition to this, we recently launched our cutting-edge AI platform, clinicalwave.ai, which comprises of ClinRedact, ClinExtract, and ClinDICOM. This helps clinical trial users redact and extract PHI and PI information across trial documents and DICE images. Most importantly, our entire suite of products seamlessly integrates with each other and any other products. For more information, you can log on to our website, www.cloudbyz.com, or if you're seeking a detailed demo, you can shoot us an email on info@cloudbyz.com. In terms of global safety regulations, our solutions are 100% compliant to FDA 21 CFR Part 11, GCP, HIPAA, and also Pledge 1%. As an organization, we are ISO 9001 and 27001 certified. And We are very proud to be recognized amongst the Inc. 5000 as one of the fastest growing companies in America and Startup US as top 5 emerging pharmacovigilance startups. Moving on, I'll now hand over to my colleague Tunir, who will take you through the challenges in the safety and PV space and best practices in employing these systems to solve the problems. Tunir, over to you.
Well, thank you, Pooja, for setting the stage with the introductions about Cloudbyz and our products. I would now like to take the discussion forward by speaking about the challenges in the safety and pharmacovigilance space and the best practices in employing these systems to solve the problems. Thereafter, I would discuss about the major benefits of having safety and PV databases, followed by recent AI trends observed in this domain. Okay, so pharmacovigilance is pivotal in ensuring the safety of medications, which we all would believe and agree upon. And one of the primary challenges that revolves around is the underreporting of adverse events. This, in fact, is a multifaceted issue encompassing time constraints, lack of awareness among stakeholders, uncertainty about the causality of the event, complex reporting processes, and last but not the least, the fear of legal consequences. While these challenges do create barriers for both life sciences professionals and patients in reporting and addressing the adverse events effectively, it also brings forth multiple relevant use cases that necessitates the introduction of e-clinical safety and PV databases. So now, building on that thought, these safety and PV databases are in fact transforming the landscape of trial and safety and post-marketing pharmacovigilance by offering a robust foundation for various critical processes. Now I'll spend the next few minutes over going over these in a bit more details. So firstly, they contribute towards process standardization, streamlining and harmonizing of reporting procedures across diverse settings. Secondly, the databases facilitate timely reporting by incorporating advanced data quality assurance measures, which ensures that the reported information is accurate and reliable. Thirdly, through very sophisticated signal detection and evaluation mechanisms, these databases empower PV professionals to identify potential safety issues promptly, enhancing the overall surveillance capabilities. Furthermore, they also play a pivotal role in improving causality assessment by providing standardized tools and comprehensive data, which helps to mitigate biases and ensure more accurate assessments of adverse events. Lastly, but definitely not the least, these databases serve as instrumental tools in implementing risk minimization strategies, allowing for a more proactive approach to managing, identified risks and fostering a much more safer life sciences environment. Okay, with that, we'll move over to the next set of slides where we will be discussing about each of the challenges and the best practices that we can employ to solve them. Next slide, please. Okay, so coming to the first major challenge, which is about the underreporting of adverse events. Well, clinical trial professionals often face time constraints, lack of awareness, uncertainty about the causality, and even the fear of legal consequences, which discourage them from reporting incidents. The complex reporting processes also adds to this and in a way creates further barriers to reluctance of both professionals as well as the patients. Now, in terms of best practices that we can have to tackle the challenges, at least from a cloud-based perspective, what we have seen from our on-ground reports is to streamline the reporting process, enhance patient involvement through collaboration portals, provide incentives to stakeholders for reporting, and we can also look to enable anonymous reporting options in addition to initiating education and awareness programs. We'll move to the next slide and the next challenge. Okay, so for our next challenge is to manage the volume of pharmacovigilance data, which is definitely no small feat. With diverse sources available today like spontaneous reports, health records, and social media, traditional systems can indeed become overwhelmed to account for all of these details. Challenges will come in the form of data quality issues, privacy compliances, and resource constraints for efficient analysis. And to address these challenges, we at Cloudbyz suggest implementing an integrated data management system that will be compliant with data privacy regulations of the land and any other target markets, which will help in optimizing resources, conducting frequent data quality assurance exercises, and leveraging the power of advanced analytics and technology to solve this particular challenge. We'll move to the next slide. Okay, so in this slide, we speak about the hurdles faced in causality assessment due to the complex nature of adverse events. Now, limited data, which is available in traditional systems, and subjective methods are the main reasons why this occurs. Now, this may also lead to potential biases and bring in variability of results, which are influenced by the diverse assessment tools and the non standardized reporting practices that we have across clinical trials. To resolve this scenario, PV professionals would need to adopt standardized assessment tools, employ data mining and signal detection techniques, establish expert review committees, and incorporate all available evidence. They would also need to mandatorily, conduct comprehensive risk benefit assessments to further streamline their existing workflows. Okay, with that, we'll move to the next challenge, where we will be discussing about the compliance concerns with regards to the global PV regulations, which becomes all the way more trickier due to the diverse regulations across markets and changing guidelines, and finally, all data privacy rules that are prevalent. Meeting reporting timelines, ensuring data accuracy, and preparing for regulatory inspections adds added layers of complexities to maintaining a global state of harmonization. To navigate such global compliance challenges, Cloudbyz recommends integrating regulatory intelligence, employing comprehensive compliance software, utilizing advanced signal detection and risk assessment methods, adopting a collaborative regulatory affairs approach, and finally, adhering to stringent data privacy protocols. And with this, we'll move to the final challenge of the day, which is the risk communications, which we would all agree is a crucial task within the entire PV space. Well, PV professionals regularly translate complex technical information for diverse set of audiences, and with that, they also need to ensure that this information is accurate and a balanced dissemination of data happens amid the rapid digital information flow and regulatory requirements. This can, in a way, become a daunting task for them, given all the other activities that they would need to carry out on a day-to-day basis. In terms of best practices to overcome this challenge involves regulatory alignment, transparent communications, crafting audience-tailored messages, fostering a patient-centric engagement, and implementing effective risk minimization strategies. Okay, so with that, we come to the end of the set of slides that discussed about the challenges and the best practices to employ to solve them. We will now take the discussion forward by discussing about how safety and PV databases are so essential for any clinical trial and the inherent advantages that they bring to the landscape. So, taking the discussion forward with the benefits of safety and PV databases in the realm of clinical trials, the impact that these databases have extend well beyond just data management, but they also become the very catalysts for informed decision making within the intricate landscape of life sciences. The benefits are number one, enhanced patient safety. Well, you would all agree that at the heart of any clinical system lies the commitment to enhanced patient safety. The same is for the safety and PV databases as well. By incorporating standardized processes, these systems create a secure framework that promotes the identification and management of potential risks. The meticulous and timely reporting facilitated by these databases ensure that the patient safety remains a top priority, forming a crucial foundation for the advancement of the life sciences. Benefit 2 speaks about improved data accuracy and completeness. These systems employ stringent data quality assurance measures, guaranteeing that the information collected is reliable and comprehensive. The integrity of data, in turn, ensures that the study professionals can make very well informed decisions based on a robust foundation of accurate information. Benefit 3 speaks about efficient risk minimization. Programs such as risk evaluation and mitigation strategies, which we ideally refer to as REMS, are seamlessly integrated into these systems. These offer a proactive and effective approach to managing identified risks. Through targeted interventions and strategic risk management, these databases empower life sciences professionals to navigate potential challenges and prioritize patient well being. Benefit 4, Well, a notable advantage of safety and PV databases lie in their ability to optimize resource utilization. In the face of vast volumes of data, these systems streamline processes, enabling pharmacovigilance teams to handle the complexities associated with underreporting challenges. The efficient use of resources ensure that the life sciences professionals can devote more time and attention to critical aspects of patient safety and adverse event management. And moving to the final benefit of the day, which is beyond the tangible impacts that PV and safety databases have, they also contribute significantly to informed decision making. By providing a comprehensive and reliable data set, these systems empower life sciences professionals to make sound judgments backed by real time insights and analytics. In the ever evolving landscape of healthcare, the ability to make informed decisions is a cornerstone, and the safety and PV databases stand as indispensable tools in this endeavor. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of our benefits slide as well. And we will now take the discussion forward by exploring about on the very interesting topic of how artificial intelligence is making inroads in the safety and PV databases and the benefits that one can expect out of this whole transition. Well, one key advancement is in the automated data extraction and integration space, where AI can be applied to streamline pharmacovigilance processes by efficiently extracting relevant data and seamlessly integrating it into the system, reducing manual errors and increasing data accuracy. Additionally, AI enhances the causality assessment, improving the accuracy and the speed of identifying causal relationships, thereby elevating the reliability of drug safety profiles. Again, the application of predictive analytics is another crucial facet which empowers proactive decision making by identifying potential adverse events before they even escalate, leading to you know early detection, proactive risk mitigation, and eventually improve patient safety outcomes. The integration of real world evidence with AI brings a holistic perspective to pharmacovigilance, utilizing real world data for comprehensive risk assessment and enhancing decision making based on real world outcomes. Furthermore, AI also streamlines regulatory compliances, automates the tracking of requirements, and enhances the accuracy in compliance reporting, thereby efficiently managing regulatory updates. And so, with this, we finally reach to the end of our industry analysis and the recent trends observed in the market. We would now take the webinar forward by giving you a practical demonstration of the cloud-based safety and PV databases, and thereafter we will open up for questions. Okay, so before we move to the the live demonstration, I would just like to take the next couple of minutes to give you a quick walkthrough or a quick introduction about cloud-based safety and PV database. It is a user-friendly and cloud-based solution which is designed to automate the process of collecting, processing, analyzing, and reporting of adverse events. Built 100% on the Salesforce platform, allows us to make it configurable and scalable as per your safety and PV specifications. And we are compliant with all major regulatory guidelines like the FDA 21 CFR Part 11, GCP, GAM5 HIPAA, and the EU GDPR. At the bottom of the slide illustrates a product wheel view of the safety and PV database, where you can find the product features mentioned on the very outer rim and the transformational impact it has on the case intake, processing, event assessment, and regulatory submission. Okay, so without much ado, I will now pass on the baton to Kapil, our product manager for PV, for a live demonstration of the product. And just before I end, in case you would want any more information, please reach out to us on info@cloudbyz.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Tunir. Hello, everyone, and welcome to an exciting journey into the realm of pharmaceutical safety. I'm Kapil Pateria, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our innovative pharmacovigilance software, which is meticulously crafted on the robust Salesforce platform. Now, let's deep dive into the demo. We are on the homepage of our Cloudbyz PV and safety database, and I'm currently viewing the system as a system admin. We can see a dashboard showing us a helpful matrices of adverse events, cases by sources, cases by workflow, statuses by month, and many more. The system comes preloaded with reports and such dashboards, and you can also build your own ad hoc reports and dashboards. Now moving on to our main tabs, which we are gonna see today. are the cases. This is a list of cases which are received, processed, submitted, or are in various workflow status. Moving into the product, these are the product related cases, which gives you product related data, subjects, whatever cases received by subjects, adverse event, which gives you the timelines view also. These are for the easy navigation of the cases. Now, to begin with, we all know the cases are received from a variety of sources and are difficult to track down. And assimilate into one system, these cases are very difficult. Our PV and safety database is adaptable enough to process any kind of cases, comes from variety of sources such as EDC, or it could be medical information customer centers, literature articles, emails, any such kind of reports which will be in PDFs, COMs like MedWatch. Also, if XMLs and CSV are available. Now, cases can be imported from any kind of these reports, and it can be created inside the system. One such source is the process of importing the COMs report by the data point extraction in order to create the cases with the use of AI/ML to incorporate the OCR technology. Here you can see on the right hand side, we can upload the COMs reports from one by one or in a bulk. Once the cases are created, within the cases, we can see all the details pertaining to that case. Here, our system allows you to determine whether the case intakes meets all the 4 valid criteria or not. And also on a compact layout, you can see important data points such as the event verbatims, whether the case is a priority case, initial receipt dates, who are the data entries, or what is the status of the cases, and respectively the timelines. We have some sub-tabs below which captures the information pertaining to the CAB. So first tab, we are in the details tab. These data points we're seeing are easy to modify to match your needs in order to gather all the cases, the initial information. Moving on to the next tab, which is a reporter tab. This tab contains the information about the case reporters, which could be a healthcare professional, or it could be an author in terms of when a literature cases are received. It could also be a patients. Moving into the next tab, which is a patient tab. Now this tab holds the information about the necessary patient demographics, capturing the basic information of that. Also, this tab includes the data inputs of other reports if there are required, like the COMS reports, if any fields which are necessary to be incorporated in any reports. Now moving into the next tab, which is our laboratory tab. Now this, as we all are aware that there are many laboratory tests conducted for a particular patient, and the results are to be captured in one place. These laboratory data stores all the information here, and it can also be coded with the standards of like MedDRA terminology. So if based on your coding guidelines, based on your requirements, these codings can be performed. Now moving on to the next tab, which is the product tab. Now product tab stores the information, all the relevant information for a pharmaceutical product. It could be a suspect, concomitant, or treatment products. It also holds the information about the manufacturing, dosing details of that product, as well as its indication related aspects. Here, the data entry or other case processors has the ability to code the product with the industry standard dictionaries such as WHO drug dictionary. Now our system comes with a API integration of WHO drug dictionary. So this gives you a power of precise coding. As you can see on the window, by the click of the button, you can get the data and you can code the any kind of pharmaceutical products. Moving on to the next tab, which is our adverse event tab. where all the information pertaining to a patient who has had any kind of adverse events is captured. Now, the data processors can easily perform the coding of medical events with medical dictionaries, which could be once you have changed the data automatically, if verbatims are present in Medra, direct coding can be happening. Otherwise, you can click on this, search your respective verbatim, and the code in respective data will be saved in the places. Now, moving on to the next feature, which is a narrative capabilities. As a data processors, it is critical to summarize the entire process. So in a sequential manner, and we are all aware to how difficult it is to completely write down the summary of these cases. To address this issue, our solution allows you to templatize the narrative as per your requirements. These templates are simple to customize and dynamically capture all the data points when you select the respective templates. As you can see, once we change the narrative template, the data points are also changing. Now moving into the next tab, which is the event analysis tab. So in this tab, medical reviewers can provide their respective comments. Also, they can provide the company causality comments. These comments can also be templatized uh, based on regulatory requirements as well as your standard operating procedures. Moving on to the next and final step of our case processing, which is the submission of the cases. As a submission user, one will be having a list of cases to be submitted according to the timelines. Now, these submissions are also based on algorithms. So as they are all submissions, you will automatically be listed for you, and you just have to click on a button to download any kind of reports which is to be submitted at the regulatory end. By just clicking this button, you will be able to download your any any kind of reports. It could be E2BR2, it could be E2BR3, SIOMS, MedWatch, and other. That was the brief from our PV safety solution. Now, but these are not the only features which this database holds. Looking forward, the future and what is currently trending. We thank you for your attention during our webinar and looking forward for hosting you again. Pooja, over to you.
Thank you so much, Kapil, for this interesting demo. So everybody will be now moving on to the Q&A round. And we did have a couple of questions coming in, so we'll start taking them. So the first question has come in from Gabriel. As SIOMs are imported from elsewhere, at which stage do you start populating your database? What is the advantage of having a second database if SIOMs was created from a first database? Kapil, would you want to take this question?
Sure. Gabriel, so from any databases, if we are receiving the SIOMs, it can be imported directly inside this system, or it can also be the extraction of this data can be performed in this database. So there is no need of doing two type extraction of the same SIOMs reports. So it is possible in this database to import the cases in any kind of reports, which could be SIOMs extraction also.
Thank you so much. And the other question came from Declan. To understand correctly, your system accepts industry standard SIOMs forms in PDF and then add that data to the relevant fields on your database by simply importing it. And then do you also accept Excel imports of data? Kapil, I think you can answer this one.
Yes, Pooja, we do have a functionality which can import the XMLs, and it can also transcribe the data from XMLs and create the cases whenever based on your requirements.
Okay. And then we have another question. It's around, do you monitor social media patient groups?
Yes, system is linked with the social media monitorings. Any kind of handles which you are having, whether it could be a a Twitter handle, whether it could be a LinkedIn handle, or whether it could be any social platform which the companies have. System can be integrated for these handles, and the data will be received inside the system directly. So you can see, visualize the data on real time basis whenever there is a tagging for any kind of cases.
Great, thank you. I hope that answers the question. So the next one is it compatible with E2B R3 submissions?
System is, yes, Pooja. System is compatible with the E2B R3 requirements. Also, systems has the regional nodes requirements if it is specific to US FDA or EMA. And if they have their regional nodes and you have their specific nodes which has to be part of E2B R3, they can be incorporated.
Okay, I hope that answers the question, Renu. The next one is another question around, does this Cloudbyz database have all capabilities to replace the standard database such as ARI, SG, and Argus?
That's a great question. Yeah, these are the legacy systems, and that's where we are bringing an innovative solution which can be easily handling the multiple cases and the bulk of the data. And it can also replace these systems very well. This system holds the power of giving you a real-time insight of any kind of data which you require just by clicking their reports or dashboards which you want to see, as well as you want to check any data inside the system.
Great. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, can you explain the criteria for a case to move to the next workflow?
So moving the case from one workflow to another is based on your requirements, as well as they are preset. So if there are requirements that you need any additional fields to move the case in next workflow, like data entry users needs to complete the data entry, then only it will be completed. Then it can be set it in that way. So similarly, any data points can be set inside the system to move the cases from one workflow to another workflow.
Thank you. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, can the system extract unstructured data, for example, literature cases from journals?
System do holds the capability to extract any kind of data, whether it is coming from a literature source, any other kind of PDFs, which could be research articles or any unstructured notes. We have an extraction capability pre-built inside the system that will be useful whenever you will be seeing the more features and demos, more detailed demo. So we can show these things to any of the team, any of the members.
Thank you. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, can you please elaborate on the capabilities of the laboratory data tab?
So laboratory data is comes with pre-built setup, as well as you can have your own data points, as well as if there are requirements of a specific laboratory data points, they can also be brought inside the system. Laboratory data also comes with a coding functionality. So any laboratory tests which are coded by any respective dictionaries, that the system holds the capability to code these laboratory results based on the respective laboratory
Great.
dictionaries.
Thank you. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, how does the system utilize AI and ML in processing COMS reports?
With the use of AI ML, COMS reports are extracted first, and then the extracted data is transformed into a case and placed inside the respective columns or the tabs. So the data entry users has to just check the data whether the data which is coming doesn't have any unclean data. So it is the system users to minimize the data entry errors.
Great. I hope that answered the question. The next one is, how customizable are the data points in the initial case information subtab?
All the case informations or the subtype informations are the customizable based on your standard operating procedures, based on regulatory requirements, and based on the your working instructions. These can be placed and these can be changed based any of the requirement based on your requirements.
Great. I hope that answers the question. The next one is it possible that the case can be directly categorized as serious after coding an event which is listed in IME if no other seriousness criteria is provided in the case?
All the seriousness criterias are also provided inside the case, as well as the based on the case seriousness criteria, system can bring the algorithm inside, which can classify your cases into the serious cases as well as non-serious cases. Or if any other data points has to be provoked in this, these can also be considering while doing a simple configuration. So your do system holds the capability to classify cases in based on multiple parameters.
Great. Thank you. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, have you been inspected by authorities and did they have any comments on the system?
We do have been inspected by the authorities. That's where we are also saying that we are certified by the regulators as well as we are ISO certified. So our system also being audited by the regulators.
Okay. And can the system handle safety reports from various channels?
System do have a capability to handle various channels, whether it could be a social media, whether it could be a PDF report or XML or CSV. You can import the CSV directly if you have a bulk cases are coming. If you have multiple XMLs which can be in which you want to import, that capabilities are also available inside the system.
Great. Hope that answers the question. Next one is, do you already have clients using the Cloudbyz PV module to replace a more standard PV database?
We do have clients which are using our system very oftenly, and these system are not only one place. This system are globally used by the various clients. So I guess Pooja, that
Absolutely. We would be sharing more information as part of a follow-up email. Thanks, Kapil. I believe we also have few more questions. So there's another one. Can the system be linked with national PV system to relate the information automatically?
system comes with integration capabilities. So whether it's a national PV system or whether it's a legacy databases, system comes with these provisions that you can integrate the system and bring the data from any other system or post the data or export the data from this system to any other system. So our solution comes with the integration capabilities.
Okay, I hope that answers the question. The next one is your platform validated and does the system accept AEs from other languages, including Japanese and Chinese?
System is validated. System, all the validations are passed. IQ, OQ, PQ requirements are already in place. System comes with a multilingual functionality also, so it holds the power to not only the Japanese or any other language. System has pre-built multiple languages capabilities. So all the cases which can come in variety of languages or multiple languages, you can process it inside the system.
Great, thank you. I hope that answers the question. We have another question around the database cost, but I believe we would like to connect you with our sales and demo team to take you through that.
So, hey
Sorry.
Pooja, so I just just would like to give a sort of an idea to that question.
All right.
So yeah, thank you so much for asking that question. And in terms of the cost, so there are two types of cost. One is the license fee that you will have to pay, and it's a per user based license fee which is invoiced on an annual basis. And as long as you have that license active from Cloudbyz, you will be able to use the PVN safety database from Cloudbyz and submit as many cases as you want. And that's pretty much it. Apart from that, there is a small implementation fee as well. So again, like, I can share the details and give you an exact quotation. If you just reach out to us, we will be more than happy to assist you on that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Durr. And again, if you have more questions, you can drop in a note to info@cloudbyz.com. We'll also be happy to take you through a detailed demo. Please let us know. And we have, I think, one last question. It's around, Kapil, I believe this is for you. Is multilingual capabilities done by Google? I believe it's a follow-up question on your previous.
It's not through the Google. It's a pre-built inside system, which is coming from the basic platform as well. So system comes with more than 12 plus languages capabilities.
Great. I hope that answers the question. If we have no more questions, I do invite you all to drop in a note at info@cloudbyz.com. We could, if there are any more queries, you would like to go through a detailed demo, we'd be more than happy to set up that for you and your team. So as we approach now to the conclusion of today's webinar, I want to extend my sincere thanks to all our speakers and all of you who could join and actively participate today. Before we wrap up, remember to look out for a follow-up email containing the webinar recording, additional resources, and ways to stay connected to the community. Also, keep an eye on our website for updates on future webinars events. Thank you once again, everybody, for being a part of this insightful journey. We'll look forward to hosting you the next time. Thank you so much, and have a good day and good evening ahead.
Thank you.